Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emily, and welcome to the webinar about your guide to living and working in Hong Kong. And I'm Emily from Vocational Training Council in Hong Kong. And we have, of course, our organizer, AECC Indonesia, with us today. So,
Hi, hello everyone.
sure. Yeah. So, let's get started with our exciting presentation
Mm.
today then. So today we will talk about a little bit about study in Hong Kong and Hong Kong at a glance. And of course, I'm from VTC, Vocational Training Council in Hong Kong. So later on, I will do a brief introduction about the VTC. And we will talk about the Vocational Professionals Admission Scheme and our programs in different campuses and our progression pathways for secondary or high school graduates or even for mature students and our vibrant student life. And importantly, I'm going to talk about the general entrance requirements and last but not least, the fees and applications. So VTC, established by the Hong Kong government 40 years ago, we are the largest vocational professional education training provider in Hong Kong. So our graduates are well trained to meet the skills required by different kinds of industries. So study in Hong Kong. What is the niche about Hong Kong? Well, I believe a lot of you know that Hong Kong is not a country, it's a city, okay, under the mainland Chinese government. In terms of total area, we have around 1,100 kilometers, and about around 40% of them are country parks or special areas, which mean that you can go swimming, hiking. We have a lot of reserve area for that, and we are the world's most fierce economy among 162 economies across the globe, according to the Canada's Fraser Institute's Economic Freedom of the World. So we welcome talents, professional, and entrepreneur from all over the world to come to our tiny city. In terms of population, we are really crowded. We have more than 7.5 million people living in Hong Kong, and our official language will be Chinese and English. To be more precise, we speak Cantonese, Putonghua, and English. We have a mixture of different culture. So in the at school, you're gonna need English because a lot of school in maybe in university level or in secondary level, the teaching medium is English. And then our currency is Hong Kong dollars, of course. The weather, Hong Kong weather is, I would say, is a bit hot in the summer, but overall it's quite nice. You see around 14 to 32 degrees Celsius. So in this tiny city, Hong Kong is a cosmopolitan city. We offer super global, regional, and local connectivities. We have the highest number of skyscrapers in the world. More than 7,000 buildings in the region have over 14 floors. So a lot of building you can see in Hong Kong is high rise because due to the limited land resources in Hong Kong. And also, this is a country that have this both Eastern and Western culture that's a mix. As you can see from the picture, this is a famous shopping area in Kowloon
Sorry,
Side. This is,
Emily.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. Can you make it a full screen for the presentation?
Oh, let's see. Sure, no problem. Can you see it?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure, no problem.
thank you.
So you can see the pictures here. This is the Temple Street. This is really famous, and a lot, I would say, a lot of tourists they would go to Temple Street to visit the Temple Street. There's a lot of nice food and really traditional souvenirs you can get it from. So in terms of cultures, because of our strategic position and historical factors, so Hong Kong is widely known as an international metropolis where East meets West. So it can reflect in our cuisines, in our sports events. We have a diversified in terms of lifestyle. So we have this orchestra, and we host a lot of different kind of international sports events like the Rugby 7. dynamic city and full of opportunities. So, as I mentioned, Hong Kong is a financial hub, and then we open the door to international students for higher studies. And also, Hong Kong is characterized by free trade, low taxation, and minimum government interventions. So, which means that you have a lot of opportunities working in Hong Kong, and study in Hong Kong also can help you to increase your chances to work in Hong Kong later on. So later on, I will talk about the VPass program, and then you will know how to work in Hong Kong eventually. Study in Hong Kong. So, as one of the world's most competitive cities, Hong Kong is home to some of Asia Pacific's very best university. According to QS, 5 of the universities in Hong Kong are ranked top 100 in the world. So, which means that with a VTC higher diploma certificate, you are also able to continue your studies to the QS 100 University in Hong Kong. So as one of the leading international financial centers, Hong Kong is a prime location for financial services and home to many financial institutions. The city ranks number 7 worldwide for employer activities. And then we are also a gateway to mainland. A lot of you will know that there's a lot of opportunities in mainland. So we are this dominant gateway to China. So when students come to Hong Kong to study, they not only experiencing the vibrant life of Hong Kong, but we also encourage students to do a lot of different kind of international exposures. So such as a lot of students, they are required to do internships in some overseas countries. So you will have different kind of experience when you study in Hong Kong. So that will be my part about Hong Kong lifestyle and study in Hong Kong. Now we turn to VTC, of course. So VTC is Hong Kong, okay, of course. Established in 1982, we are a statutory body, which means that we were established by the Hong Kong government. So we are the largest vocational and professional education training provider in Hong Kong. And under VTC, there is 40 member institutions. So as you can see, we offer program from certificate, foundation diploma to higher diploma to bachelor degree. So it will be in, for example, like bachelor degree will be about level 5 in our QF, the qualification framework, and high diploma is in level 4 in our Hong Kong qualification framework. So each year we train about 14,000 students, and in total we train around 200 students, 200,000 students, some of which are currently employed and aim at enhancing their skills and know-how. So we have this really strong connection with our industry. So we train a lot of professional talents to help the industry to meet the demand of the manpower. As you can see from the map, we have different campuses in Hong Kong. So we offer program in business, childcare, design, engineering, health and life sciences, information technology, and hospitalities. We have campuses in Hong Kong side, Kowloon side, and also new territories. So in terms of our qualification recognitions, as mentioned, we are recognized by the Hong Kong government. So there's no problem with that. And we are also recognized by a lot of different kinds of international professional bodies. For example, like the Hong Kong Institute of Charter Engineering. Our program are also widely recognized by either local or overseas university. So a lot of students, they can either choose to continue their studies in Hong Kong to continue their bachelor degree. We have some successful cases, they even go to University of Cambridge to continue their studies. And a lot of students will choose to study in Hong Kong after they got a high diploma certificate. So they can go to the big names, for example, like University of Hong Kong, Chinese University of Hong Kong, HKUST, Poly, UCTU, no problem with that, as long as you have a good GPA, okay? So industry partnership. We develop close ties with our industries. So in the past years, we signed up a lot of different kinds of MOUs with different trades in order to provide the internship opportunities to our students. So they can gain this real life work experiences. For example, you can see in the areas of innovation, engineering and IT, hospitality, aviation. So you can see the big names, for example, like Microsoft, Gammon, Cathay Pacific, CLP. These are the big names in Hong Kong or even in the worldwide. So 90% of our students, when they graduate, they will have an average salary around 2,000 per month. So if you are a graduate with a IT background or engineer, you can make much more than that, maybe around 3,000 per month, US dollars. So why VTC then? So VTC, we are a leading provider of repack in Hong Kong. Our programs are recognized by different kind of international bodies. And we offer different kinds of articulation options. You can either choose to work or you can go for your continuous studies. We also have this diverse learning experience for you, like exchange programs and industrial attachment and internships and competitions. So we do encourage our students to have a lot of different kind of international exposures. And also, we are the industrial preferred choices. Around 96% of our graduate, they will find a job very easily. So here comes the vocational professionals admission scheme, which is called VPass. This scheme is launched by the Hong Kong government last October. And under this scheme, non-local students study in 27 designated full-time VTC higher diploma programs. Upon their graduations, they will be eligible to apply for employment in Hong Kong. So we offer programs in the area of aviation, transport and logistics, innovation and technology, electrical and mechanical services, building, civil engineering and built environment, and maritime. So in this five trade areas, they are facing a really critical issue that they need more professional talents to come to Hong Kong to work in Hong Kong eventually. So at VTC, we offer this 27 designated full-time program for you. As you can see from the list, for example, aviation, transport, and logistics, we are facing a shortage of flight attendants. So if you have a strong interest in aviation industry, you can consider studying aviation in-flights and passenger services. Or if you are a mechanical guy, you can choose mechanical engineering. There are many options for you. So what is so special about the VPass is students, when they come to Hong Kong to study, all of them have to apply a student visas. And for those students who study VTC VPass program, after 2 years of full-time studying the program, you can then apply for VPass visa after your graduations. And then you can have 1 year in Hong Kong to search for a job that is relevant to what you study. For example, I study mechanical engineering. I have to find a job that is totally related to what I study. You cannot say, you know what, I cannot find a job in mechanical engineering and I will go for aviation. No, you cannot do that. You have to find a job that is relevant to what you have studied for the 2 years in VTC. Okay, once you find a job, you can apply for extension of visa for 2 years. When the 2 years time is up, you can apply for another extension of visa. So when you are staying in Hong Kong for 7 years, and you can then later apply for Hong Kong permanent residence. So to become a Hong Kong permanent resident, you can enjoy the free education. Of course, this is for your kids who is under 18 years, okay? And then you can bring along your spouse to come to Hong Kong. And also you can enjoy the medical benefits, just like the rest of the Hong Kong citizens. So our campuses, the programs that offer to international students. We have different kinds of institutions. As mentioned, we have 40-member institutions. We have the DI, Technological and Higher Education Institute of Hong Kong, and the SHAPE, the School of Higher and Professional Education. DI offer bachelor degrees, and whereas the SHAPE, they offer top-up degree. For IVE, the Hong Kong Institute of Vocational Education, they offer 2-year higher diploma program. And then we have this Designated Design Institute, which is called Hong Kong Design Institute. They also offer 2-year higher diploma program. For those of you who have a special interest in culinary art, we have the designated delegated institute called International Culinary Institute. They offer 2 years higher diploma program also. And we have the Hong Kong Institute of Technology, which is just established, I think, last year. They also offer 2 years higher diploma program. And we have the Maritime Service Training Institute. This is also the newly established last year. Also offer 2 years higher diploma program. Excuse me. So the DI, which offer bachelor degrees. We have 2 campuses, one in Chengyi, one in Taiwan. So they have the bachelor degree programs in Department of Construction Environment Engineering, Design and Architecture, Digital Innovation and Technology, Food and Health Sciences, Sport and Recreation, and Hospitality and Business Management. So for Ivy, we have 11 campuses around Hong Kong. We offer higher diploma programs. We have the program in hospitality, design, engineering, health and life sciences, business, information and technology. So this is the list. If you see the icon V-Pass, that means you can later on apply for a work visa. And the rest of them, you can choose to continue your study later on, okay? So the Hong Kong Design Institute. Excuse me. There are 2 programs under the V-Pass program. That is architectural design and landscape architecture. The rest of them are not under the V-Pass scheme. So unfortunately for culinary arts, this is not under the VPAS scheme. But if you have a strong interest, of course, you are welcome to apply. We do receive a couple of students from Indonesia and Malaysia who have just a strong interest in culinary arts. They just study in, I think they're still in year 1. Yeah, not graduate yet. So we offer different kind of progression pathway for students. Option 1. If you choose to study the program under the VPAS scheme, the Vocational Professional Admission Scheme, you can, upon your graduation, you can stay in Hong Kong for 1 year to find a job, and then you can apply for work visa. Okay, when you have a job, you can apply for work visa. And then eventually you become a professional talent to work in Hong Kong. Or you can choose the option 2. You can go to the School of Higher and Professional Education, the SHAPE, for a fast-track degree. So you have already spent 2 years for your study in high diploma, right? So you only need 1 more year to finish the top-up degree. So, and then you will have a bachelor degree. Or you can, you want to go to some other local institutions or some overseas institutions, you are welcome to do so. You can apply the university in Hong Kong or overseas, and then to continue your bachelor degree. And then within 2 or 3 years, you have your bachelor degrees. So for VTC, we offer different kinds of progression pathway for you. There's at least 3 options for you. It just depends on your academic performance, or depends on what you want to do in the future. For example, some of you choose to go to the workforce earlier, so you of course, option 1 will be the best for you. Or some of you have a special interest in research, maybe you will consider option 3 to go to other university that focus on research. So different kind of pathway to suit different kind of interests. So articulation option study, as mentioned, you can go to the SHAPE to have this fast track to study at this fast track bachelor degree. So you get this degree 2 plus 1. So that means you only spend 1 year of study at the shape, and then you will have a bachelor degree. In fact, the shape has partnered with with 9 overseas institutions. Some of them are from Australia, for example, like RMIT from Australia. The rest of them are from UK, like Coventry University, Sheffield Hallam University. They are from the UK. So if you choose to study the VPASS program, of course, you can choose to work after you graduate. And then eventually, when you stay in Hong Kong for 7 years, you can apply for a Hong Kong permanent residency in Hong Kong. So our vibrant student life. Um, these are the students from our engineering disciplines. And then they actually went to Australia to complete a race. In fact, they built that solo car. That solo car has a name called Sophie. Okay, so I think they finished second runner up in the race. So as you can see, we offer different kind of international exposure opportunity for students, no matter it's a competition, student maybe student exchange or industrial attachments. We encouraged our students to not just study in Hong Kong, but to go out, step out, maybe not overseas, but also to China. So we have students going to Disneyland for internship. As you can see, our students even go to China for internship. So we offer different kind of international exposures for students. For this year, a lot of some of students will go to Saudi Arabia or Korea. Some go to South Korea, Japan, Australia, New Zealand. A student from the AI, from the information and computer science, he will be going to the Los Angeles to complete I think a race in AI competition, something like that. Yeah. So what can you expect when you come to VTC? Of course, there's a lot of Hong Kong student, right? But apart from Hong Kong student, you're going to see a lot of student from mainland China. Okay. So apart from it, you could also see faces from, of course, from Indonesia, Malaysia, India. We have one from Lebanon and Kazakhstan. So really diversified group of people on our campuses. Residential hall, we have 2 residential hall and over more than 900 residential places. So 2 students share 1 bedroom, and this is a fully equipped facilities with aircon, free Wi-Fi, and they also have the laundry and pantry. What is the most important part for parents is this is 24-hour security. And Hong Kong is really safe, so no worry about the security and the safety. The residential halls are newly renovated, so as you can see, it's really neat and nice. We also have different kinds of teaching facilities for our students. We have this cyber security center, media lab, and of course, a lot of guys will going to the wellness centers. So here comes the very, very important part, the general entrance requirements. So for students, we have 2 parts. The first part will be the required academic qualifications, and the second part will be language requirements. So for students with SMA or MA, they are welcome to apply. Or a student with a, for example, like degree or a bachelor degree or whatsoever, or a master degree, or even a master degree, you are also welcome to apply. So if you are looking for a higher diploma program, the language requirement for IELTS will be 5.0, TOEFL will be 61. For degree, the IELTS will be 5.5 and TOEFL will be 79. So some program, they have some special requirements. For example, like design, you have to submit a portfolio for this admission teacher to see whether you are a good fit for the program. And also for the multimedia technology and innovations. And for engineering degree, we have the special requirement for mathematics. Before I go to the fees and application, I noticed from today's audience, some of them you already have obtained a bachelor degree, and maybe you have some sort of working experience. We also welcome students with relevant working experience. We have the other kinds of admission route for them that is called minimum entrance requirement. So student, you have at least 2 years of working experience, and you are going to apply for the program that is relevant to what you are doing. Then you can consider using the minimum entrance requirement route. For that route, you don't have to have IELTS. We are going to give you a written test, of course, in English, and you are going to require to do a pre-recorded interview. So this is a little bit different from those who have academic qualifications. So fees and application. I will talk about the tuition fee first. For higher diploma program, the average will be 7,800 US dollars. And then for the degree, it will be ranging around 13,000 US dollars to 17,000 US dollars 1 year. And if you choose to stay in the residential hall, the fees is gonna to be around 2,800 US dollars for 10 months. And you also need to have prepare some pocket money for meals and transportation. It will be about 5,000 US dollars. And if you got and you have to pay for a student service and registration fee if you receive a firm offer, that would be about 898 US dollars. And of course, you have to submit a application fees that is around 65 US dollars. And we have other caution money that will be around 300 US dollars. So when you do the math and add up all the numbers together, for a higher diploma program, the cost will be around 15,700 US dollars. And for the degree, the range will be much wider, will be around 20,000 US dollars to 25,000 US dollars for 1 year. So a degree program will last for 4 years. You have to times 4. For a higher diploma program, it lasts for 2 years. So you times 2. So our application deadline has in fact extended to July 7th. So what you have to do if you have an interest to apply VTC, you just go to our web-based admission system and fill out the forms and upload all your necessary either academic performance, report, transcript, or CV for us. Usually, shortlist applicant will be invited for interview within 2 to 4 weeks. It depends because right now it's the peak season, so maybe take a little bit longer time, maybe 4 weeks. And then applicant will be notified for the application results after 1 week to 2 weeks of the interviews. You don't have to worry about the student visa because we will help you to apply the student visa, and we will send you the student visa label for you. So usually a student will come to Hong Kong in late August and early September. And I must say, applying student visa in Hong Kong is pretty straightforward, which is not like those you are applying in US or maybe Australia. We are just pretty straightforward. So really easy to do that. And we, VTC, will help you with that. So you don't have to worry about, you know what, I don't know how to do the visa application. You don't have to worry anything about that. You just pay the money, wait, relax, wait for our student visa label, and then you can come to Hong Kong. So for international students, if you are using the academic admission route to apply VTC, you don't have to take the written test. But if you choose to use your work experience as the application admission, then you need to sit in for the written test. And all the applicants, you are required to attend a pre-recorded interview, and that will be conducted online in English. So normally student, if you're a graduate student, you don't have a high school certificate yet, you will be receiving a conditional offer first. And once you upload your certificate, and then your offer, your conditional offer will be converted to a firm offer, provided that you meet all our entrance requirements. So you are allowed to apply 6 programs, 2-degree program at most. And so please read your preferences very carefully, because we usually receive a lot of emails about students. They have just regret of what they are picking, the choices. They have just other preferences. So please double check whether you have chosen the right and the best program for yourself, okay? Because it's really hard for you once you click the submit button. You cannot choose, you cannot ratify it or change your major. So scholarship, we do have entrance scholarships for students with strong academic performance or some other achievements. Beside the entrance scholarship, we have over 300 scholarships award schemes. And then we offer more than 500,000 awarded US dollars. And some of the scholarship, they some, it depends on what kind of scholarship you're getting. Some of them is can waive 1 semester tuition. Some is up to 1 year. So it really depends on what kind of scholarship you are applying. And then the details will be shared with you by the teacher, the discipline teachers. So if you have any comments or concerns, of course, you can ask me now, or later on you have any questions, you can WhatsApp me or go to our website to have a look at the details. So that will be my presentation for today. So if you have any question, just feel free to raise it all and ask me. Let me turn on my
Yeah.
screen. Yep.
Thank you, Emily, for your great presentation and about the VTC in Hong Kong in general. So we have few questions here.
Sure.
The first one is what do you think about the future employment in Hong Kong? Like what is on trend about in career or jobs right now in Hong Kong?
So the career will be, as you can see, under the VPA scheme, we have these five trade areas that is facing a critical issue that is we need more talent to work in Hong Kong. Let me share my screen to you again so that you can have can refresh your mind a bit. So let's see. So as you can you see? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry. How come this Hong Kong? Okay, stop share. I think I pressed the wrong button. I want to show you this one. Yeah. So under the five trade areas,
Mhm.
that would be the aviation, and then the aviation and transport and logistics, and then the maritime, innovation and technology, electrical and mechanical services, building, civil engineering, and built environment. I believe a lot of you is a lot of you have known that in Hong Kong we are building like the runway of the
Mm.
airport, and then like we are expanding our railway network. So
Oh.
in these two areas that we need a lot of talents. We just facing a serious issue that is a lot of students um, we don't have we don't have enough professional talent to work in all these areas. So we just need them. So if you ask me the future, read the VPAS schemes, then you will know.
Mm.
You get what industry you should go to. Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you. Or is it hard like to apply for like the working visa in Hong Kong? Like is it different to any other countries? Like you need to work at certain times, like 2 years working in Hong Kong, or what is the requirement?
Well, you know what? Before the VPAS
Mm.
scheme, student with a higher diploma certificate, they are not allowed to work in Hong Kong afterwards. But under the VPAS scheme, students can allow to work upon their
Mm.
graduations. So that means the VPAS scheme give you more choices to work in Hong Kong. And as I mentioned, VTC, we have this strong industry network. We actually will help the student to do the job matching and then to groom their interview skills to make sure they can find a job. For example, some program, they require students to have at least 40 hours of internships, but some, they require students to have at least 4 months internships. It really depends on the program you are choosing. But VTC will help you with the job matching and finding a suitable company for you to gain your hands-on experience. So you don't have to worry about I don't know how to do it. And we also have the student discipline, the student development office, which they are dedicated to help students with all the questions related to career plannings. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And so we don't have to like search on our own
No,
self, like how
no,
the
no,
job
no.
vacancies and all that.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no, no. You already gained some experience before you know how
Yeah.
to, to do the grants research. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so for there's a question for like International Academy Institute. Is it possible like student under 18 to apply for the programs?
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. You can under 18, you can apply for VTC. But as long as
Mm-hmm.
when you are graduate, your age is above 18, because under 18 you cannot work with a work visa, but above 18 you can
Mm.
apply for a work visa. Yeah.
Oh, so it's still possible like for the culinary program, the commercial cookery, or that is the one for the under 18 to apply?
I'm so sorry because I think your sound is a bit weird. Can you just repeat your
Ah,
question? So sorry. Yeah.
okay, that's fine. So for like the commercial cookery, like pastry program, can under 18 apply for the program?
Yeah, all the students, they
Mm.
are welcome to apply our higher diploma programs or
Mm.
even bachelor degree when they are when if they are under 18. Yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. So for the last question is if you have like a diploma program from the VTC and we want to like transfer to the UK, is like IELTS still required for the process or
You mean when you're applying VTC?
Hmm.
You will need an
Yeah.
IELTS or TOEFL, yeah. But then later on, with your high diploma certificate, you're gonna to apply for a degree
Hmm.
in UK institution. I think you still
Hmm.
need because the validity
Hmm.
of the TOEFL is only 2 years. Yeah, still, I
Hmm.
think you still need to
Ah,
yeah, get it done. Yeah.
okay. So for the last one, is there any free Cantonese course during the studies?
Are
Like
you
if the
sure you
student
are going to
wants to,
study? Yeah, are you sure you're going to study Cantonese? Cantonese is so difficult, extremely difficult. It's much difficult than Putonghua. Of course, we do offer
Hmm.
free Chinese courses if you have interest, but I don't think you're going
Hmm.
to spend a lot of time studying Cantonese. Just a lot of work. Yeah. Mhm.
So, oh, but living in Hong Kong, like, is it hard for like non-Cantonese or Mandarin speaker to live in Hong Kong? Like, we
Well,
we can we like use English for daily life? I
yeah,
just
yeah.
wonder about that.
You can use the of course you can how to say in Hong Kong we have a lot of
Hmm.
different kind of we are very diversified, right?
Hmm.
So I mean most of the people in Hong Kong they know at least a little bit about English. So if you go to the wet market, I don't know whether you know the wet market. So you
Hmm.
can use, for example, cheaper. Expensive. I want fish. So you can use some simple
Uh,
vocabularies to communicate. That's no problem
hmm.
at all. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, that's good to know then, because
Yeah.
as Asian, like we're afraid like to go to abroad that that has no English speakers in the country. So I think
Ah,
that's the biggest concern about studying overseas, right? If
yeah.
they cannot understand what we're saying.
Yeah. But now you can use a lot of technology,
Mm.
right? Everyone they got a
Mm, yeah.
smartphone. You just use the
All right.
translation, then yeah, you can survive. Yeah. No problem at all. I don't yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for today's session, today's webinar, Emily. So,
Thank
guys,
you so much.
we will have like one-on-one session after this. So please check your email about the link, and we'll see you again in the next 1 hour. Okay. I
Okay,
think
thank you
that's
so
all from us.
much.
Thank you. Bye
Thank you
bye,
so
everyone.
much. Bye bye. I see a hand from Irene.
Okay. Irene, okay. Irene, do you want to
Um,
ask?
yeah, hi.
Hello.
May I know? I'm considering to study and work in Hong Kong because I was told by a friend that it's actually easier to get a job in Hong Kong rather than getting a job in Singapore.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
true.
right?
It
Because
That's true.
depends. It
because
depends.
my friend, how is it? Because I'm kind of unsure because I'm thinking in Hong Kong there will be a lot of Chinese mainlanders.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
is it true that it's easier to get a job in Hong Kong than in Singapore for international students?
Well, I'm gonna say Hong Kong is a melting pot. We welcome students from worldwide, not just Indonesia. We also have this year, we have a lot of students from Pakistan and Nigeria also. So, but to answer your question, for job opportunities, it really depends on what industry you are talking about. If you are saying like IT business, I would say Hong Kong, you have a higher chance to work in Hong Kong than in Singapore. As we all know that Singapore right now is really, really competitive even though for Singaporeans, not, as a foreigners, you go to Singapore, it's not really easy. And I heard that the work visa is getting more
Yeah.
stringent on that.
Strict, yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So it's not easy. But for Hong Kong, if you come to Hong Kong to study at VTC and later on you are going to work under of course, you study the program under the VPAS scheme,
Mm.
right? It's no problem for you to get to apply
Mm.
for the work visa, as long as the job you are applying is relevant to what you study. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that's
Is
true.
that help? Is that help,
Yeah.
Irene?
Uh,
Yeah.
now, I mean, may I know what's the reason behind it? Why is it easier to get a job in Hong Kong than in Singapore?
Mm.
Because in my
Why?
opinion, as I said, in my opinion, there are a lot of Chinese mainlanders. They have an easy access to
Mm.
come to Hong Kong. And
Mm-hmm.
you know how I heard from my friend, who study in China, they said they can't find a job. As an international student, they can't find a job in China. And just then you mentioned about getting an internship in China. Is it possible for international students?
Internship for overseas student will be possible, but you have to do a lot of work. This just depends on what company you are going to. Is it a big company or small company? So it's it's not a yes no question, you know. It's really complicated than that. But why Hong Kong is easier than Singapore? I must say because under the as I keep mentioning it, the five trade areas, they are really facing a serious problem. That is, they really need a lot of professional talent. That's why the work visa for them will be much easier to apply in Hong Kong than in Singapore. I don't know much about the situation in Singapore, but what I
Mm,
heard from the students that the visa is not easy to get, and then the job opportunity is just a lot of job opportunities. We just save it for Singaporeans rather than foreigners. Of course, in Hong Kong, you have the number one competitors apart from Hong Kong people. You have the competitor from mainland China, but I must say some of the mainland China students, their English are not that good. That's why the reason maybe
yeah.
they cannot find a decent job is their English issue.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, so
that makes
I
sense.
because I don't know which industry you're talking about. If it's
Mhm.
aviation, then maybe English is really important, right? Both English
Mm.
and Chinese are really important. Yeah.
Mm, okay. Okay. Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
explanation.
Thank you for your question, Irene.
Okay, anyone? Is there any questions left? Okay, so the last one I see is there any scholarship offered and what are the requirements for the scholarship?
We do have scholarship for entrance scholarship, and you don't have to apply it based on what you submitted to us. For example, like your transcript, your achievements. We would then consider whether we should give the scholarship to you. Yeah.
Mm, okay, so it's easy. So we just like apply for the
Mm-hmm.
program and you
Yeah.
will see our academics and then yeah,
Yeah. We
you'll
will
consider our
consider
application. Okay.
holistically.
Mm,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
okay. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you everyone for joining this webinar and we'll see you after this on one-on-one session.
Thank you so much. See you later.
See you.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
The easiest way to study abroad. Guys, you don't need to worry about finding information on studying abroad. AECC will provide all the information you need. AECC has been helping students from all around the world to realize their dreams of studying abroad and has industry partnerships and local know-how to help you get set up with things like banking, insurance, accommodation, and more.